Okay, guys, and good morning. We are about to talk about the top gainers for the last year. These stocks have exploded up thousands of percents, never stopped coming in for their infinite bull runs, and are going to see even more bullishness coming into the next year. And we're going to talk about the news and fundamentals, the charts and the technicals, and find the next incoming trend. And I'm Billy Banks. Make sure that you get subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on any updates, any analyses, any early seats. And see what I'm telling you, that these things are about to make those explosions on time by seeing my section where I'm putting out when to buy and where I'm putting out when to sell. It's easy money. We know what you're going for. And it's the same setup and same strategy. Every single trade you will find on all of my videos. Let's get right into it now with TSS Incorporated DEL going from 24 cents up to $13 on TSSI with an average volume of 683,000. Their current volumes get up to 856,000 in the last trading day and a free flow on 16 million. Too high for them to come in for filling up that float, and it's this stock is too high to easily fill that float. Okay, it's easier to fill those floats and fill those stats where you can get active in there while that thing is cheap, while day traders are still trying to get in there, while early swing traders are buying while it's at its lows and oversold. While day traders see it getting active and want to partake, pushing that volume up. And a long-term investor decide once it becomes overbought if it has those true fundamentals to continue to hold on. We'll be looking at these stocks in our Banking with Billy Discord, and we'll be seeing all being the last year. We'll be looking at these stocks on specific dates in our Banking with Billy search engine, going back from exactly the last year. We'll go back from December 29th, 2023. See all and any updates in between. And we've been having TSSI get alert out all year. As I tell you guys, watch out for the volume ticker. You got the volume ticker throwing that stock out at those lows, saying it's only up 7% still. You're going to get a massive bull run. You follow along with the trend. In most cases, especially if you are a swing trader, you're not just sticking to one stock throughout the entire year. In most cases, you can see even from these insiders, the big whales, how they were even liking their gains once it becomes overbought on a specific chart trading time frames. These are alerts that you get in the Discord. If you're a swing trader, you probably already got a shorter exit strategy going on. You know, if you're a long-term investor, you are a lifetime investor in that stock. You already decided that you don't care about them getting ready to come out with any bad news or getting ready to come out with any FUD or them getting ready to come in for a delusion or any of that, any stuff like that. You've already decided wholeheartedly that you are a lifetime investor, and those are things that you're gonna have to figure out if you're willing to face or not in a stock that's about to be a multi-month bull run if you are looking for a lifetime investment, because there will be many things in between that can come and shake that stock up and slow that stock down, especially when you have all the presidents and CEOs selling out of everything. For those of you who don't know what TSSI is, this one is a data center service company that integrates high performance computing infrastructure and software. Okay, next you got TECX going from $1 up to $53. TECX is a massive bull run. I didn't catch TECX, not at all. What that bull run was going for other things. Well, still keep up to date and still track these things and whatever the next move is going to be. But make sure you stay up to date with the flow of everything. Because remember, they started those 52-week lows. And notice how this stock started at exactly where it's at right now before it sold off. That's often the case that you're looking at a stock. Let me show you. Zoom out. You see a lot of stocks. They're going to start out, go to the stocks. Every stock going to start out. It's going to go to those 52-week lows. Then it's going to become the top gainer. Each stock is going to come out wherever it's at, go to those 52-week lows, then turn into the top gainer. On TCEX, it's slowing down around these $50 ranges, exactly where it came out at, which you're going to see on literally every single stock. And now that it's up at these highs, probably going to start to see more around. This is a very under the radar. So they got an average value of 112,000. So most people don't even notice a low stat stock like that, really. But KULR, not up at those highs at $50 just yet, but KULR did already peak up to where it came out at that $4.25. So all the way back down over the course of a year of a long time, actually. In fact, this one here was out since 2000. And welcome anybody joining in on the Bank with Billy Classroom. Currently doing an update on the top gainers for the last 52 weeks. That is the last year. These things have been the biggest explosions. Mr. Keeley, how you doing today? You good?
Good morning. Yeah. I was
Hell
just
yeah.
looking at Bitcoin and I saw it kind of drop. So I don't know if he's going to get on it's a Margex or
I
not, but
see, I see. In fact, let me go take a quick peek at Bitcoin right now. And anybody seeing this, you can join in on our Bankable Billy live classroom where we doing this all day, catching hot trades, and teamwork makes the dream work. You want to be part of a successful team to be able to catch these things on time, while we're all making sure that everybody knows that these things are taking these dips back down like this. Okay, and in fact, let me load up my Margex now because I'm glad you just told me right under this 95,000. You already know how that going. Nothing wrong with a quick small position with a quick 7 to 15% stop loss. And I am looking to get in here right now. So I'm on my phone right now getting ready to do it. Um, and a quick long position, nothing fancy. Nothing fancy there. BTC under 95,000. And it can still come in for even a bit more bearishness. If I show you this on a 15-minute chart, more bearish divergence can
yeah,
come
that's what I
in,
was looking at.
and it's starting to be created. But if they really want to keep this over this 95,000 coming into the next year, then it should be bouncing up here. And we've seen to take those bounces yesterday. Many people right now are looking to lock in gains, and as soon as they lock in gains, they sit there and wait for that next reversal to come in. So this is definitely a good position to go for. And anybody who's seeing this, if you are new here, this is exactly what I'm actually already in BTC actually. I'm in the BTC long down 15% from yesterday. But nonetheless, so you'll be able to see the alerts going out in the Discord because I did just get this field too. Remember BTC long, okay, at 95,000 or lower with 100 times leverage. And this is what our crypto alerts will look like. And then you'll be able to see when I'm updating that those things are on those movements. And throughout this video, since this thing is going to get ready to move pretty fast, I'll keep watching it and we'll come back in for some updates for any new traders seeing this. You'll be able to see how things work and stuff like that. So let's continue on for now. Yeah, Mr. Keeley, we were just talking about the top gainers for the last year. Things that done exploded up 5,000% and more. Already got through TSSI and TECX. You already know we're only going to do about the top 5 or 6. Next, we got KULR. Cooler. I used to call it Curl Stock. Cooler Technology. They just got a big SpaceX deal. Somewhere in here got a SpaceX deal for the big SpaceX batteries and whatever. They making space batteries. And they did as well just by a very, very insane amount of Bitcoin. Is this it right here? Curl invests $21 million in Bitcoin as part of a treasury strategy. Very, very hot news on KULR pushing this up to new heights. And like I say, KUR is already meeting back up to the peak of when it came out, this $5 range. So it's going to be a little bit slow right up here. We're looking for another breakout into the next year in KUR as it continues to take off. No pun intended. We can go see all the KUR alerts. In fact, we don't got to see too far back on KUR because the KUR stock actually only just exploded about a month or so ago from 19 cents up to the highs that it's at right now. We'll go back and look just a smidge on KULR. Let me see. In fact, let's take this out. Take that date out. KULR. And of course, I'm looking for the exact day where the first KUR was coming out along in the Discord. Mr. Day was probably the first one picking this thing up. Cooler stock. And when these stocks, if you see in the stock late, of course, like these are the stocks that done took the last, these are the top gainers for the last year. It's like if you see in these stocks late, you just now getting to it and just now starting to see alerts going out and it's telling you these and those and whatnot. You probably, like me myself, I find it best to just go on for the next thing. You're not trying to chase something up. You're not trying to chase something up for the very last minute. Just because you see something go out in a video, as I've been making KUR videos, doesn't mean that it's the specific time to buy just because you seen that video to the very end and whatnot and it sounds good. You still, no matter what, want to go back to your chart 15 minutes to 4 hours to see if it's in a specific trading pattern for you or to make you feel most comfortable. But KUR is like it's going to be a very hot one. We're going to be watching this one continue to push up towards the highs of $10 and beyond. And this is just the beginning. Probably a little bit slowing down right now because we got KUR on our more investment platform with XLR just going out. Like I say, just slowing down just a smidge. And we do also in last trading days have the overall market that was starting to take a weird type of trend in the last trading day. What about 5,000 decliners? While the top decliner was only down about 25%. So that's something to be considering as well when the market is getting all choppy like this. Current because the market conditions will apply. But as you got QUBT, the quantum computing. So QUBT stock, this one here goes from all the way from less than $1. In fact, let's go down to our weekly chart. These are the last 52-week gainers, so we got to see them on the overall weekly chart. going from 35 cents up to the highs of $30 on KUR stock. I mean, on QUBT stock. Quantum computing. Quantum computing is all the rage right now. It's all about quantum computers, man. And there's a few of those different quantum computing type stocks to be looking into. When it comes down to quantum computing and which stocks are best for you probably want to best understand how they all work and whatnot. And understanding quantum computing is already a hard thing to understand. So like in a sense of something like quantum computing, you down there just got to be a believer that it's going to take you to the take things to the future. And it's easy for them to believe in that in quantum computing. I mean, in these quantum computing stocks, because we know that quantum computing is going to be necessary for us to become a type one civilization and beyond. They're gonna be needing quantum computing for space travel and all that stuff like that. And they are also looking to be using quantum computing to crack crack the codes, all kinds of computer algorithms and crypto algorithms and stuff like that. And I think I was just seeing somewhere they're gonna be using quantum computing to make to crack the code on Bitcoin to make more. Again, don't quote me on that. And I just seen so in fact I'm gonna find that news and make a video on that. But what I'm showing you now is hot alerts for QUBT back down from the lows of $1, even less than that. If I continue to go back a page or so on QUBT, and it's all about, like I say, see those things pop on the parabolic scan buy list. This was not at the lows of $1. Literally. And then from that dollar, it just never stopped. This was a multi-week bull run. It's crazy. But again, the top gainers for the last 52 weeks, and if I show you QUBT on your overall, it's well past the heights of once it started at. And it's peaking out to the highs of once it originally made in between there, about $25. Down here now at $18, getting a bit bearish as these things are at the top overbought, and people are becoming indecisive and nervous. It's easier for stocks they got options, but it can be more dangerous too because if they got options, then I think overbought they're finna take some strong puts in there. But next, you got WGS. So here on WGS stock, Gene X Holdings, I didn't catch this stock not once at all, and this stock did not at all yet make it to the highs of where it was once at. In fact, this stock here, in a sense, might as well still be getting started. Like look at this. Like this stock is literally still just getting started. That's crazy. Only longer term investors are gonna go for this. Only long term investors even notice this with an average volume of 625,000. And we do have my BTC starting to push up for another round of bullishness. Let's go ahead and show you that really quick on BTC, Bitcoin. We'll be looking at our 1 minute chart. Off of that alert that Mr. Kile Miguel just joined in and gave us to bring awareness. Like I say, teamwork make the dream work and all that good stuff like that. Thank you, Mr. Kile Miguel, for bringing that to my attention because we did get down at that bottom. Exactly. And now we see that my BTC is up a good 10% now. And again, we trade with leverage, so it looks like it's only up, barely 0.01% for whoever else is trading. But weeklies are that's where you see my alert coming in, talking about the 100 times leverage that gives us those multipliers. So right now, my BTC is now up a good 12%. BTC up 12%. And these are just what some alerts look like. Going to members and going to basic members and going to the crypto members. And again, you always see me to let you know to remember to lock in gains at everyone. Remember to lock in gains and settle somewhere when nervous. 7 to 15% stop loss if you are new. You'll see that go out a couple times while these stocks are exploding, so you can always be up to date. And of course, take full advantage of our 80% off holiday special, lifetime upgrade for a one-time payment. This ends tonight because the stock markets open up tomorrow and Christmas is over with, okay? But let's get back into it now. With Bitcoin taking a quick pullback, we'll be sure to come through and check on that thing periodically as we continue on down this list, okay? So QUBT, one of the top of the quantum computings up here. Oh yeah, we on WGS now. Oh yeah, yeah. So I didn't catch WGS. Most people don't even notice this. With an average volume of 625,000, that current value at the 415,000, and a free float on 22 million. Very very low stats here, very low volume and whatnot on WGS, and most people won't even notice it at all. And only people who notice it are big whales and insiders and whatnot. Like I said, I did not catch WGS stock. No disrespect of this, but still for early alerts going out on WGS. Very surprising to actually even see that. I've been making videos on WGS stock. Yeah, nice, nice on those big uptrends and whatnot. Getting a little out on the parabolic scan by, and it always comes back to the parabolic scan by picking something up. Well, because once those things start to go parabolic on the parabolic scan by, and then once these things start to go parabolic, that's when people really start to get a lot of attention and start to get hooked and addicted to a stock, you know. But in fact, let's go back and look a little bit further. Let's see. For the early alerts on WGS, getting alert out at the lows of $1 even. I show you dates. I don't say this stuff for nothing on November 24, 2023, a full year ago even. A full year ago, even with the insiders reporting that they are buying WGS stock. When you see the insiders reporting that they are buying up they millions and billions and they flooding in there and they flooding in there back to back, followed up by your first parabolic scan by the alert from the lows of $1. Well, you know you're getting into one of the best things to be going for, and this thing will go from the lows of that $1 on a safe, easy early seat back at the days of November last year. From that $1 up to $90 on a consistent multi-week, multi-month, on a consistent 4-year bull run. Next, you got DRUG. Ooh, drug came in for like the super move. It didn't last too long. All the bulls that came, like, look at this. It came in, it did like twice that got up to these highs. And notice where it's at right now, like this $30 range. Big support and big resistance here at this range. Check this out, starting to literally, it's like stuck in between there. Because people don't want to let this go. They in there at 94 cents. They're not trying to let that go. And people scared to buy up more because of check this out on your overall dailies and weeklies and whatnot. It's still overbought and they see clear bearish divergence coming in. They up there nervous. They super nervous up in there right now. So those are things to be sure to take into consideration as well when you're seeing the stock already too late. Because if you didn't get that thing in a safe, easy early, see back at the lows of those $1 and lower, when we're putting out those early alerts in the DRUG. And we'll go back just a smidge on DRUG. Looking for some of the early DRUG alerts. I'll be looking to see which one of my coaches alerted this thing out first. Let me see. Back on 4. And of course, Coach Crawford will be up in here throwing out DRUG, showing you on exact dates. Showing you on exact dates, October 31st. We go back and look even a bit further as DRUG. It's popping up. So much stuff that come up when you type in drug videos. So drugs, like they came out with they came out with a lot of good catalysts back when. They came out with a few catalysts and a few collaborations and stuff like that that really added to the bullish sentiment. And that comes down to me saying, like, when it comes down to these health stocks and therapeutics and whatnot, they um they have a hard time. They have a hard time surviving and continuing on because of because they don't come out with like another FDA news or an FDA approval or anything like that. It's like, okay, what else is next for them? Okay, what's going to be happening next? And and since they take so long to come out with a next piece of news, people start to lose hope in that stock. It starts to get a bearish sentiment, and then they're going to start to sell that stock off. So that all comes down to making sure that you feel comfortable on your timing, comfortable on your entry, and believing in your coaches when they're putting out alerts in these sections for things like DRUG at the lows of $2 or lower, saying to go for your 7 to 15% stop loss. And then you would have seen those on 10/15/2024 at 8 a.m. Then you would have been all the way up to the highs of $80. And Coach Crawford did keep this thing updated all across the board. And as you've seen from those alerts I was just showing you through, Coach Crawford did continue to keep these things updated all the way up to those massive highs. That's a very good alert out there, Coach Crawford. Okay. And next, in fact, what's that? One, two, three, four, five, six. That was already six. So we're gonna update these later on. We might as well just get to the top 10. We already going. ORKA. Going from $1 up to $33. We can see ARK coming in for a round of bearish divergence, starting to push down towards $19 right now. ORKA stock came in for a massive gap up here on OKRA. Okay, no ORKA. Okay, oh, I see. This got an average value of 200,000. Okay, so Again, people don't really notice these stocks like that. If you ever wonder, like, why don't I be seeing these stocks with that low volume and whatnot? Because most of the time, people looking for stocks on the most active list. Like most stocks that you see be getting updated and alerted and things and videos and news and stuff like that be things that get higher in volume, right? Because most people don't notice these low stat stocks like that. Or KA. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll update the rest of these later on. These are the top gains for the last year. These top 5 or 6 that we got through. Super explosions. I got more things to update, and I gotta go make a cryptocurrency video. If you want to see what our BTC is looking at right now, now that we done got in, go back to your 1 minute chart. Still holding up here. Looking for another breakout in there. Of course, you want to get a hot 15-minute chart reversal, bulls divergence. And then that MACD, go back up to the top. But it's choppy in BTC right now. But I'm getting ready to make a BTC video, so look forward to that. I'll see y'all in there. Happy trade.